I don't know if you guys have been watching my latest Britney Spears videos, but if you haven't been, you should definitely go check them out because this situation is getting crazy to say the least. After waiting for about 20 years, Kevin Federline, Britney's ex-husband slash baby daddy, is finally speaking out. He's finally telling his side of the story. And he is revealing some of the reasons why Britney was put on the conservatorship. And he's also revealing some of the reasons as to why Britney's kids didn't want anything to do with her for years, and they still keep their distance from her because she absolutely traumatized these kids, to say the least. I think it's worse than most people could ever imagine. And look, folks, the book isn't even out yet. We only have heard a few things from the book so far. This is just the tip of the iceberg, the stuff that we've learned over the last week. And Keith had already said that there's worse things that he didn't even want to write about, that his kids didn't want revealed, that he didn't want to reveal about Britney. So understand that all of the crazy stuff that we're going to learn over the coming week, understand that it's not the worst of it. The worst of it, Kevin Federline does not even want to reveal or talk about. But I'm trying to figure out, how could it get worse than what we've heard so far? So far, it's been revealed that Britney would watch her kids sleep with a knife. They would wake up scared, Britney standing in their room like a horror movie, watching them with a knife. She would ask them, "Oh, you're awake now," and stuff like that. And she would run off and never explain why she's sitting there crazily watching them sleep with a knife in her hand. We also know that Britney was forcing her 11-year-old son to take baths with her. It got so bad that her son had to go to his dad to ask him to intervene. And there were a lot of disturbing things happening at Britney's house, and Kevin Federline would have to step in and try to stop these things from happening. At one point, the kids came home with chemical burns because Britney forced them to bleach their hair, and she put bleach all over their head to the point that they had to shave their heads and had chemical burns. One of their kids was hospitalized because he got into Britney's pills. And these are just a few things that we've learned. Now, Britney has responded in the way that you would imagine Britney would respond. Britney has responded by, of course, playing the victim while lashing out and attacking and mocking her kids once again. Something that she does all the time. You know, if someone is putting out allegations that you mistreat your kids, your response shouldn't be to further mistreat your kids. And this is why I don't believe a single word out of Britney's mouth. And this is why I believe K-Fed. Because actions speak louder than words. Britney's actions show me that Kevin Federline's words are real. Because she reaffirms everything that he says every chance that she gets. Like I said, if someone is accusing you of mistreating your kids, your response should not be attacking your kids and further mocking and embarrassing your kids. But that's what Britney did to over 40 million followers on Instagram. I have a couple of her posts pulled up. One of them is kind of lengthy that I want to read for you all, and I also have a video that she posted mocking her sons. Before I dive into this post, though, I know a lot of you have been here for years enjoying the content. I'm glad you have been, but I need a favor from you all. I don't ask for much. All I want is for you guys to hit that like button. I want you guys to share the video and drop a comment. Also, if you want to take your support one step further, I know you guys have been here for a long time. You could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. It is always greatly appreciated. With that being said, though, let's dive into one of Britney's responses, because there are two. To be loved unconditionally and with a naive heart like mine, always being threatened or made to believe I'm the bad one as they profit off my pain. Oh dear Jesus, show me there is a God, and I can too be loved unconditionally and not have to be so perfect, because it's really interesting. I 100% beg to differ the way he is literally attacking me in his interviews. If the truth be told, the man in the interview went straight to the source and said it clear as day. No money from Britney for 5 years, you trying to get paid. That's what General America is saying. Weird, you both have moved on. Your kids are adults. It's a different world now. Why is he so angry? And what's scary is he's convincing. It literally blows my mind the moments he stops before he cries. Are you effing serious? I know his book will sell loads more than mine. So it's hard to kind of keep up with what Britney's saying, but she's basically saying that Kevin Federline sounds really convincing. And I agree. He definitely sounds convincing, but it's probably because he's telling the truth. You see, if Britney was a normal, mentally stable person that wasn't acting absolutely insane 24/7, people would look at these claims from Kevin Federline and they wouldn't believe them. They would not find them convincing at all. The reality is, anyone could say anything about Britney Spears and it's kind of convincing because you look at her behavior and you think that she's capable of any type of crazy behavior or activity. So, if Britney is mad that people's claims sound convincing, maybe she needs to consider the fact that she's making people's claims look more convincing by acting crazy. Also, maybe she should consider the fact that, unlike her, Kevin Federline is just telling the truth. Something that Britney is incapable of doing. We catch her in lies all the time. Ridiculous lies. But also, you see right here what she's worried about. She's worried that Kevin Federline's book is going to sell so many more copies than her. Because at the end of the day, Britney is a mean girl, okay? She's like a mean little jealous girl that hates on people. She craps on other people's success. She views other people's success as a slight to her, right? So she's worried that K-Fed's book is going to sell more copies. Now, I'll tell you this. I doubt K-Fed's book is going to sell more copies than Britney's, okay? But K-Fed's book is obviously going to be more worth it. It's going to be more entertaining. It's going to have more information than Britney's book. K-Fed's book isn't even out yet, and the few things we've learned are really juicy and really worth, reading into and looking into if you're interested in the Britney Spears situation. Britney's book was a complete and utter waste of time. I really wish I could get those minutes and hours back that I spent reading that book. It was so useless and pointless. K-Fed is actually revealing real information, and that's why Britney is worried. But let's go ahead and dive back into her post because it's not over yet. You know she's got to come for her kids. She always does. If you really love someone, then you don't help them by humiliating them. What scared me was how serious and angry he got. People have no idea. It is way worse than anyone could imagine. Yeah, Britney, we're all saying the same thing. You are way worse than anyone could imagine. Your parenting skills were way worse than anyone could imagine. It's always projection with these type of people. So understand, a lot of the stuff Britney says, it's true about her. It's not true about K-Fed. What she accuses K-Fed of is stuff that she herself is guilty of. So she says right here, it is way worse than anyone could imagine. The boy hates me and is deep anger to literally say the things he is saying. As my mother cleverly says, oh, you're angry? We just love you so much and wish you were here. I'm like, what? You called me one time in 6 years. And why didn't you invite me to my son's B-Day in Louisiana in my home for 2 weeks? They get entitled with special secrets as they treat me exactly the way my father used to. Yes, they secretly love to cast me out and to make me feel completely isolated. So she's now accusing her kids of wanting to treat her how her father treated her. And they love isolating her and all of this stuff. Listen, folks, her kids probably don't even know what isolating means. Her kids were tired of being forced to take showers with her at the age of 11. Her kids were tired of getting chemical burns. Her kids almost OD'd on her whatever she was taking. But she says, oh, it's the kids. They want to treat me like my father. They love isolating me. They love doing this to me. No, your kids are scared to death of you. They're freaked out. Not only are you traumatizing them, after you force them to take a bath with you at the age of 11, when they try to go to sleep, they have to wake up to their mother standing over their bed with a knife, looking at them like a psychopath. But it's, oh, they love to isolate me. Here she is blaming her kids. And yes, I know it's hard to keep up with Britney's train of thought and the way that she talks. But she went from attacking Kevin Federline to talking crap about her mom, to attacking her kids and accusing them of wanting to do bad things to her. These are kids. They don't know what she's talking about. It's so weird, the way this woman is. But that's not all she had to say. She goes on to talk about getting a greenhouse and all of this other wacko stuff. Let's go ahead and dive back in. So in resolution, guess what I did, my friends? I bought myself a miniature greenhouse made of all glass. It has a beautiful stained glass picture above the door. It is the mini house of healing. I do need healing, and I'm starting on it tomorrow. Nope, not growing weed, lavender, rosemary, eucalyptus, and miniature shelves. Freeze your favorite flowers in the refrigerator. I'm serious. The smell stays potent and rich and strong. Gardenias are unbelievable. Sage, peppermint, chamomile, tea tree. There are so many. I'm going to get real dirty in there with all the dirt. But I don't care. I'm honestly liberated and so damn blessed it arrived. There are so many things to do to heal. I feel like just general contact and communication with people. My birthday wish is not to fly anywhere this year. I want to have coffee, lunch, or dinner with Michelle Pfeiffer and Paris Jackson. It is important to look up to people and still believe in humanity. There are extremely cool, beautiful people here. So, this is something I've been explaining about Britney for years. Because of the mental health issues that she has, she can't really form a coherent thought. And this is why she refuses to do interviews now. Because if you were to ask Britney a question, it would be like asking a 5-year-old a question, right? Hey, how do you feel today, Britney? I like turtles. You know what I mean? Like that's how an interview with Britney would go. You sit down to ask Britney a question. She starts by kind of answering your question, and then she trails off to talking crap about her mom, talking crap about her kids, and then somehow it turns into, oh, I'm going to plant flowers in my greenhouse, and I'm going to have lunch with Michelle Pfeiffer. It's like, what are you even talking about anymore? I thought we were talking about Kevin Federline's book, and somehow we get all the way to gardenias and Michelle Pfeiffer tea parties. What in the hell is wrong with this woman? But, of course, that was not Britney's only response. Because Britney is never just going to respond with words. She also has to respond in video. Now, when she responds in video, she doesn't say anything because, like I said, she's incapable of really forming coherent thoughts. So you're not going to hear Britney talk about any particular topic for more than like 10 seconds. Britney's way of responding to stuff like this is she posts videos of her scantily dressed, dancing around, looking stupid. I don't know what her thought process is, but in some way she views it as revenge. So you see, a couple of years ago, Britney's kids were really getting embarrassed. They were getting bullied at school because of Britney's weird Instagram videos. And Britney's response to them being embarrassed was to double down and get even worse. I kid you not. If you guys have been here for a long time, you already know. When Britney's sons said that they were embarrassed by her being naked and spinning around on Instagram every day, she responded by taking a photo of her on a bed, spreading her butt cheeks open, and literally like trashed her kids in the caption of a photo of her on a bed with her butt cheeks spread open. And now that this book is coming out and we're finding out why, her kids wanted nothing to do with her, she responded by putting on this ridiculous schoolgirl outfit. It looks so stupid. And she posted a video of her dancing, looking like a complete idiot, in this schoolgirl outfit, pulling up her skirt and stuff like that. And the caption says, "My kids have known me as Saint Mother Teresa for 15 years, Mom was the sister. I'm the daughter, you are the parent. Get it straight, teacher. Can't come to your class, Mama. I have my schoolgirl outfit on. Let's go shopping first thing." So once again, who knows what in the hell this crazy, freaky lady is talking about. She's got serious dad issues, serious mama issues. Her kids are going to have serious issues because of how she treats them. And I want you really to think about it. It has been revealed. Britney has been accused of forcing her kids to shower with her at the age of 11. Britney has been accused of forcing one of her kids to wear a diaper. She stripped him naked and forced him to wear a purple diaper and embarrassed him in front of people. His brother had to go hide in the basement to stay away from Britney. And this was years after her kids were already out of diapers. Britney's being accused of all of these weird, crazy things. And her response is, "Oh, I know how I'll beat those allegations. I'm going to go get in a schoolgirl uniform. I'm going to post a video of me dancing like a retard, pulling up my skirt while talking crap about my kids in the caption." That's her response to it being revealed that she forced her 11-year-olds to take baths with her. Now, you tell me, how in the world can anyone make the argument that this woman is mentally stable? How can anyone make the argument that she's okay? And how could anyone defend this behavior? It's absolutely disgusting. A grown woman. Allegations just came out that your grown, crazy ass was forcing your 11-year-old kids to bathe with you. You were giving them chemical burns, doing all of this weird stuff. And your response is, "Hey, I'm going to go put on a schoolgirl outfit. And I'm going to dance around and talk about how I'm Mother Teresa. And I don't care how my kids feel. My kids feel like they're my father. And I'm their kid. I'm the student. Look at my bad schoolgirl uniform. You want to go shopping, Mama?" It's so bad. It's so bad. And stuff like what we're seeing now, it's the type of stuff that I tried to prevent from happening. I don't think Kevin Federline would be releasing this book, putting Britney on blast, if Britney got out of the conservatorship and acted like a healthy, normal human being. Instead, she spiraled out of control and attacked her kids and everyone else in her family every chance she got. So now Kevin Federline is like, "Hey, here's a dose of your own medicine. Let's tell people the truth." Since you want to constantly bash people, Britney has made Kevin Federline's life a living hell for years, demonizing him constantly. People constantly demonized him because he was getting child support. Well, what do you think? Do you demonize women when they get child support? When they have a daddy who is an absent father that does nothing for their kids? That's what Britney was. She was an absent mother. She was on Instagram spreading her butt cheeks when she should have been raising her kids. So demonizing K-Fed for getting child support? Well, what do you think? Britney should have been paying child support because she didn't take care of her kids. In fact, she scared her kids to freaking death. Constantly. Traumatized them. They're lucky that they came out okay. They honestly are. Because Britney did everything she could to damage those kids. And she's still damaging those kids by releasing these videos that she's releasing. But I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. What do you guys think about this? Let me know. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.